Oh yeah, folks. It is once again time for more Final Fantasy Randomizer. This is the 2023 Winter Tournament Chaos, this Winter Carnival. I am your conductor today, hanging out in the middle of the stage, getting ready to broadcast, lead or show you our two highlights or our two main entertainers today. Duskplume versus Rubes. If you missed their game one earlier, let me tell you, it was a doozy. They did 4 force. They ended up with a white mage, black mage, none action. Black mages with a Mollis and no nukes. That was an hour and a half worth of carnage. So if you ever want to go back and watch that game one, definitely check it out. Rubes was the victor in game one. So with a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 matchup, Duskplume is going to be trying to catch up, get back to 1-1, and hopefully take game 3, or as some people would call it, the rubber match. So we're looking at another 4 force party today. As you can see, Thief, white, double black, nothing too great. The only problem is the Mollis is -5 luck, so our run chance with the black mages aren't so great. The good news is we're going to get a free 800 gold pieces per black mage, so we're going to have 2,000 gold at the start. White mages have plus 20 MDef, plus 15 agility. Okay, cool. Nothing too great. The Mollis is nothing to deal with. The Thief gets red mage armor. It gets plus 10 MDef. The red mage armor is probably the best thing. The Mollis is no pro ring, so it's a little unfortunate. But the runners should be going here very shortly here. You should see Duskplume's timer counting down from that -15, and we'll know when we're going to be started here very shortly. But once again, I am Dang Wu. I will be your conductor tonight. In the background there, helping me out in the background, Life Reboot probably will also be joining me on comms, pointing out stuff, yelling at me. Not yelling at me, but, reminding everybody of things that I missed. So I appreciate Life Reboot joining me in the booth to help everybody out. Duskplume's counter is counting down. We're about to get started here. I'm excited for Game 2. Will Duskplume be able to take Game 2 and push a Game 3 match? I don't know, but we're about to get started. Here we go. So, little configurations here, obviously. Good idea. The Thief with the 80 agility is the better option up front. White magic with 2,000 gold. No AoE clear spells, but we got heal 3, life 2, great magic. Black magic, we got nuke to start. So after having horrible magic in game 1, we are, well, pleasantly surprised and very welcoming to that. Gold armor rolled up +1. Copper bracelets rolled up +4, which is good armor for its pricing. That's 12 absorb for all of our light warriors there. That's nothing to be mad about at all. But Duskplume able to take the early lead here, leaving Canary with all that money that we just had, spent it all, or most of it. I don't even think it's possible to spend 2,000 gold in Canary unless you're buying all the items or the camping equipment and stuff. So nothing in the bottom left chest. The Temple of Fiends, a little more money. Katana -3. That's our endgame weapon. Sad to see the -3, but it'll do. We got 2 black mages, lots of tempers, lots of guaranteed tempers, lots of guaranteed fast. All right, Garland. We're going to be nice today. Well, Duskplume says, I got a nuke. You're done. So does Rubes. Easy peasy. And we save the princess. Hooray! And we get a floater. Nuke to start, floater to go with an herb. Oh my. This is going to be a very interesting seed here. So, early floater. What does that mean? Well, canal and ship is going to be a problem here. We still have the sages. We still have marsh cave. We have ice cave. And we could have potentially a shop item in the inner sea That could be any one of those, either ship or canal, which makes it dud items because we don't need them. And Bicky the Pirate. Almost forgot about Bicky the Pirate. So you almost want Bicky the Pirate to have one of these options, and you want Sages to have the other one, so we don't have to dive a dungeon and get nothing. Now, of course, diving Ice Cave and Marsh Cave can sometimes be very beneficial. There are better trap treasures down there. There is also spike tiles that we might need to level. Jesus the Frog, sorry about that if I missed you, but there's a rod from Bicky the Pirate. The blur sings, anything spicy? Nothing really too spicy here. The only thing that kind of makes things interesting is the fact that black mages have -5 luck, so they're not going to run much, but we got Nuke right off the start. Now that silver +5 armor is really good for our thief. It can equip it with that red mage armor. That's actually a really good piece of armor. It's lightweight, a good absorb. It's not going to hurt our evasion too much. But I saw Temper, Brack, Saber, so Saber on the Ninja, Temper for the Black Mages. We're looking really, really strong here for endgame. With Nuke Tier 1 magic, Nuke can be used pretty much on Carry and Lich. Even Kraken, definitely, because we're going to have so many casts of it. So very interesting here. Shopping equipment, or camping equipment, I'm sorry, cabins aren't too bad. Heal potions are a little expensive. But we got a white mage. Yes, Jesus, that is some very fantastic low-level black magic there. That silver armor, though, so good for the thief there. That was probably the best armor we could have gotten, and it rolled up +5. But Duskplume really trying to battle her way back up to tie it up 1-1 here. A little bit of a lead here, making her way down, getting that floater. The shop item is a chime for about 8.5k gold pieces. Pro rings rolled up +5. Our armor is fantastic so far. Tier 3 is Tier 6 magic. That's really good spell casting. Fast is available at Tier 6. That's not too bad at all. And the key is here, so Ice Cave and Marsh have the canal. Well, no, we still have the herb turn-in, so we still have the possibility of a dud for sure. So with that key, we also have now Canaria locked. We got Marsh, we got Ice, and we have the herb turn-in that could potentially be the ship or canal. Ship and canal, which are dud locations. That adamant turn-in for Duskplume there, that's going to be nice. Hopefully we get the TNT, do it all in one go. Plus we'll be able to do the Dwarf locked for items. Rubes just slightly behind her, finally in the air, finally did the Crescent Lake checks. Going to do the herb turn-in first. So right now it'll be interesting to see, once they do this inner sea turn-in with the floater, where our runners go. We could probably see a divergence. There's our canal from the key turn-in. Both of these runners have got to be feeling a little pressure, I would say, just because of the fact that we got such an early floater. We've got the Nuke Tier 1 magic. We've got Warp available. We've got Katana that's an endgame weapon. There's Cube. That gives us access to Sky because the chime was in Crescent Lake as our shop item. So we are just about in go mode for our runners. Almost. We just a loot away technically because we know where the chime is. We have the rod already. We just need the loot and we're good to go. Obviously, we're going to want tail unless we find a rune sword and maybe a coral sword. Alright. The crystal turn-in So now could... Oh, there's a free ribbon. That's not an incentivized ribbon. That's the slab turn-in. That will not be... Sorry, excuse me. That will not be a ship or a canal, so that's going to be something we're going to probably need. And Rube's going to make the play for Marsh. I can see it since we got the warp and stuff like that. This is probably an easier check. Ice Cave might be easier. I don't know. It's a rough call. I mean, we got Nuke available. Duskplume, though, makes the call, checks the better trap treasure here. Both of these treasure chests here in the bottom right and top right are generally better trap treasure. Crow ring +5. I will take that. Some money for Rubes, able to buy the chime now. Zeus Gauntlet, that's not too bad. Not totally needed. Sun Sword and a light axe is really good. We can put that on the White Mage. The improved harm allows our White Mage to cast it. It's our white protection in Topher. We can fully evade out our White Mage and basically cast harm 2 and kill the fiends. There's the tail in Marsh. Big play by Rubes to find that. So, but Duskplume also going to make the play, so both of our runners are going to have the promotion very early, very quickly. Wow, both runners making great plays here to just... I mean, this is going to be a hectic way to do a game 2 here. Rubes is checking, being a little more greedy, not doing the better trap treasure that was right underneath that incentive location. Gets rewarded with a silver -3 bracelet. Feels bad, but it's alright. Gonna take some of these fights here. I mean, early levels there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure not to use up all your nuke and warp charges. Kind of hard to do with tier 1 magic, but you never know. That's a good spot for levels. Early levels right here is not too bad. Looks like they're not playing very kind, though. Waters are in the other spot. Waters definitely probably worth a little bit more experience, but they also have a higher tendency to roll higher. But they have like less than 200 HP. That is very tasty. Both of our runners get dragon swords at the same time. Oh, that was glorious. So Rubes leaves instantly after finding it, the dragon sword. Probably going to go promote. Can't be good. Oh, okay, so he's going to do the slab translation, then promote, then probably do the Lefanish Superstore. Correct. Ice can be skipped now. Yep. Ice ended up being the, Rubes, you don't need to check here. You're gonna go. Okay. Lamp, not a bad spell to pick up. I think you should pick that up. Our runners, once again, bypassing Lamp. With the improved Lamp, it actually cures your ailments. So if he gets stunned somehow, you can heal it. A power bonk +5 with Bahamut. There's the Oxyel. We're a loot away from go mode. We do have Chime that's available in Crescent Lake for 8.5k. So we have options. It'll be a white shirt available. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff here. I feel crazy. I keep like responding like excitement, but the seed is providing quickly. Power bonk, white shirt, amazing find. The White Mage obviously able to equip it, gets protection from fire and the death element. And it casts Invis 2, which is a party-wide evasion. Amazing stuff there, because it's unlimited. But Duskplume, the first one to promote, gets the cube. So Lip 3, obviously nothing overly fantastic, but with Fire 3 being available too, we find metal slimes, we can grind all day. Ruse, very early, very good for that white mage. So, rubes with a slight divergence here of pathing. Interesting that Duskplume is doing Elfland shopping when she has the slab, when you can just do it at the Lefanish Superstore. Alright, so the options we have here for our runners here. We've got Ordeals, we've got Waterfall. Those are the only options that we have at this point now. If it, I want to check my math. So yeah, the Vorpal's out there. We got a Ribbon out there. And, oh, the Slab Turn-In, right, so the Slab Turn-In. So we definitely want one more Ribbon. Both runners going to the same place with the Oxale. Gonna do Waterfall. Hope that this is the loot. And essentially be in go mode from there. I think both runners might be handshaking the entire way. Now it'll be interesting to see if either runner takes the Chime out of Crescent Lake and does that instead of Earth Cave. Ooh, Green Dragon, that's always nice to find. Does Rubes find it too? Looks like a different encounter tip. Nope, same one. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, the slab. Almost forgot about that one. Good point. So, Green Dragon broke the experience gained, pretty much, in the randomizer, because you can run into 4 of them. So, very worth it here. Waterfall is really good, but it looks like the encounter table is very nice. You essentially take one encounter and make it to the robot's room. So, heal plus 5 helmet, that's pretty good. We can put that on the ninja, he can equip that, and it's a good source of armor. Wow, both runners just holding hands. This is great. I know you're crazy busy right now, Life Fruit, but wow, what a start to this race here. You have been you've had to be on top of your toes on this, or yeah, on top of your game for this one. That was a very fast pace of floater section there. Good news is they kind of held hands, so it made it a little bit easier for you. So the Ribbon is actually on the knight or on the ninja for Rubes. And it looks like Rubes, the second one out of Waterfall, able to have some saving equipment, able to make his way to Onrak before Duskplume. So we're going to see a dive into the Sea Shrine here. Both of them are going to hard reset. Alright, so when we're taking this on, I'm expecting Swing, Nuke, and Invis 2, I'm assuming. Might cast more elemental magic with the White Wizard, but I don't know if you play it safe. It's an interesting call here to see how both of our runners decide to approach Kraken 1.
Hey, this is Life Reboot, your tracker, hopping in the booth with Dang. How you doing, Dang?
Hey, welcome.
This is exciting and fast.
I was gonna say, I'm glad to see that you're able to join us after that 15 minutes of. Oh, that's a coral sword. We can use that for against Kraken and Kraken 2.
So you were mentioning Kraken strats, throwing out some nukes. Don't forget you got Brack in there as well. Level 2.
Oh, good point. We could, yeah, with 2 Brat casters, that's about like a 26% chance to land, which is around the same as TO1. So that's a definitely thing to do. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how both runners approach it, because you either go with the damage idea where you're tossing out nukes, or you go with the Brat strats, and then I would assume then you'd have the White Mage Invis 2 the entire time, just so she's not taking out your Black Mages that are casting Brack.
You're right. It's a tricky situation too, because with a quick airship here, both runners are a little light on levels. Kind of in danger. Every party member can get one shot by Kraken at this point.
Oh my, Life Reboot, do you see this? I know you see it. There's an eye tile here in one of the worst locations to have it. Because I say that because you still have a long ride or long walk to Kraken, and an eye grind really only works with one character. Generally. Ooh. What will our runners decide to do? Rubes knows about it. Duskplume hasn't checked the tile yet. Sharks are pretty good too. They generally have a high base HP, good MDef. Rubes gets rewarded with a not better trap spike tile, or a better trap treasure ruse item. So that's this. Oh, how long are we going to be on this? Are we going to do a 3-party grind? Or a 4-party grind here by Rubes? We haven't found a way to take out our casters yet. I mean, it's got to be. So in my case, I think you get yourself into a decent spot here, right? You do Volcano, you grab the Crescent Lake Chime, and then you do your last grinding on the go in the floating castle.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. So I don't know how far Rubes is going to take it, but somewhere to the entire party gets about 20, I think I would go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that's got to be the play there, because a 4-party grind on the eye is not good. It takes... how much experience are we getting? About almost 3,000? No, only 2,000. So that takes about... Once we get to level 20, that's almost 5 fights to gain a level. But Duskplume plows through, doesn't get the Ruse Stick, which is very important here. No Ruse Stick for Duskplume. Rubes has got an advantage there with it, and is going to take on Kraken 2 here. We're going to be doing Brack strats with the invasiveness. The White Mage gets deleted instantly by Kraken, but Duskplume gets revenge with the Brack on the second cast, so... Wow.
And at 21 minutes, we have an orb lit.
Somebody said that it can't be it's got to be like some sort of secret thing or something that Kraken just automatically hones in and takes out the White Mage every time. It's impressive.
I hate to see it, but I will admit that it is impressive. Kraken's got White Mage tendencies.
Oh man. Woo! You got a White Mage, it's going to be targeted, and that's what happened. Alright, so Rubes definitely in a better shape level-wise. It doesn't help against the Kraken 1 punch, but, maybe has a little better RNG. We're still a loot away. We haven't found loot. We haven't entered in go mode yet. We still have ordeals to go to, although the TNT could be the turn-in. There's the bottle, so we have slab translation and bottle turn-in. We're doing temper strats on Rubes' side, so a complete difference in how we're attacking Kraken 1. Kraken misses, so better targeting by Kraken 1 there for Rubes. Nuke comes out, almost a max roll. Nuke. Fire sword used. We had a coral sword, Rubes. What are you doing? Using the flame sword, I actually think it gets... No, it doesn't get the minus. I was thinking maybe it got the resistance of the flame. I don't think it does it? Oh, he didn't buy Bragg, okay. I'm sorry, what was that, Life?
I don't recall about the... I'm actually really bad about knowing resistances and stuff with the weapons and armor. I get confused because in vanilla it either didn't work or was one way and then, like, possibly changed in the randomizer. I'm terrible about that stuff.
Yeah. I don't think it gets the resistances effect or whatever because it's just taking advantage of a weakness. If it, so...
Blink and you'll miss it. Duskplume did pick up that chime at Crescent Lake, so can dive Sky if they want.
Yeah, I think the Sky play. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. That's kind of what I thought. So there's the Lefanish Superstore. Wall and Fade are locked in Gaia. That is level 25 or above for that white mage, or the white mage. So the bottle is the TNT leads to the ribbon, the incentivized ribbon, which means we have a Vorpal and a loot out there still. And technically a canal, or was that? I can't remember. It's either canal or ship, but nobody cares about that. It's an ice cave. So the main question is, will ordeals be required? And I would say no. I completely missed. Bruce must have already checked it. So ordeals not required. That has the Vorpal. Will any of our runners just do it for the Vorpal +5, or possibility of a Vorpal rolling up? Or are we happy? We have a Katana -3. Chip isn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it's either Chip or Canal and Ice Cave. I've already forgotten about him. It's already out of my brain. All right, all the shop item or all the spells have been picked up. Rubes hasn't bought the chime yet, so will he decide to do Volcano and Earth? No, looks like he's gonna pick it up. Yep. I think it's a smart play here. You just do Volcano. Life Reboot and I are on the same page here. Just do it. Gain the levels as you go. Pyro.
And at the 25-minute mark, we finally seen some route divergence. I mean, there was a couple, like, flip-flops where one was doing one and the other was doing the other, but generally hand-holding up until now. Choosing to do Volcano at the lower level, although Rubes did stop for that eye grind, and now Duskplume is searching the encounters in the desert, I believe.
I was going to say, this slime looking pretty good, but they rolled at least over 160, not looking as tasty as they could have been. I think Sky might be slightly better there. Just because of the time, the amount of enemies we're facing, and if Nuke rolls low, yeah, they're over 260. Oh, they got Glance! Oh, this could be... What was Warp? Where was the eye? The eye was in Sea Shrine? Was that easy to get? No. I'm being crazy right now.
Too much happening at once.
Yeah, I was going to say, if the eye was easily accessible, we could just make that, since we had such a long run, get all of our Light Warriors stoned and make a run to a grind, but we haven't really found one we can use. But it's actually really good that we got one of them stoned anyways. A 3-party grind with this isn't too bad at all. But we're not progressing, it's the only problem here. Yeah, 5,000 experience, so every 2 fights we're gaining a level on 3 characters. It's not terrible, but it wastes spell charges. And now we're in a weird situation here, yeah. Wow, these slimes rolled up. Oh. The CC Gambit, the CC Gambit gives us a defense sword, so both ruse items have been found. So Duskplume's got to be looking really good now. Very happy to find at least a ruse item available. Rubes found it in Sharknado in the bottom left room. Now Duskplume's got it. It'll be interesting to see if Rubes does some checking. There's a War Mech. Duskplume needs levels. I think should take this yeah. Should be able to take this out. We got fast, as long as we don't get terrible turn order here. Fire 2 is great early magic to be used against us. We can heal through that. White Mage can use a heal 3, heal up all the damage. No, gonna do White Shirt some more. You gotta be careful of the punching. More tempers coming out. That that ninja should be attacking already. We're wasting too much time, I think. Alright, here we go. Big swing. This is a katana wielding. Oh, swirl comes out. Just rolls enough to keep our casters alive. The White Mage is alive barely. Good turn order for the heal 3. Gonna help out. We need more heal 3s. Cast a nuke, that's right. We need a big hit here. Come on, Thief. Or Ninja, give us turn order. Ooh, that's almost 1,000 damage we've dealt. Warmech's still up. This is actually very good for Duskplume. Takes it out with only 2 characters. A lot of experience to 2 characters.
Kind of evens the playing field regarding the levels now. It's concentrated on those 2 characters for Duskplume, but it should be enough, right?
Yeah, I mean that was possibly the best turnout for how you take on a Warmech right there, I think. And easy, Brack. See ya later, Tia. Duskplume lights her second orb. Yeah, I think that was almost 5 levels of experience right there gained for that. Yeah, evened it out the exact same there. Rubes finds the Zombie D tile here. Going to make use of that Flame Sword. Found a spike tile to grind on here with the stoning of the White Mage, or all the other mages. So, this is going to be interesting to see how far Rubes goes, and then how long it takes to take out that White Mage. And while he's doing that, Duskplume is going to be diving Volcano, and potentially do a low-level dive in a Topher. I can definitely say if Duskplume has any issues in Temple of Fiends Revisited, Rubes should have... Oh, never mind. I don't think we're doing this. There's no way we're going to still do this with Trance, are we? Uh-oh. I was going to say. Yeah, that grind's done. The Ninja doesn't have enough MDef. We can't make that work. Oh, he's going to go for it. Alright. I like it. I like the boldness of it. I understand it. Oh, wow. Those zombie Ds have almost 500 HP. That's crazy. Oh, he's trying to hit a threshold here with, he's trying to hit 6, I think? I don't know, but Duskplume's already plowing through. Said, see you later, Rubes. Enjoy your stationary grind. I'm going after a carry. I'm going to try and push us to game 3. Rube says, well, you might be trying for it, but if you have any issues, I'll make sure to one-shot Temple of Fiends Revisited. So we're actually going to go cast Fast and Temper. We're going to respect carry 1 here by Duskplume. We're going to defend Sword also. If you look at that HP there, Life Reboot, that's a whole lot of low numbers under the nuke threshold. You definitely would like to have that white mage above 300. But Duskplume has lit her third orb, able to enter Temple of Fiends Revisited and try to push this to a game 3. Rubes is going to be right behind her, lighting his second orb, definitely with better levels on that ninja. Looks like we're buying some gold armor here. This is a very fast sea. We're at 33 minutes. Our runners are going to be diving Temple of Fiends Revisited. Look at the little level 1 black mage is just casting nuke. I love it. Are they going to survive? They are going to survive! Saves time for Rubes. See ya later, Carrie. That is the second orb for Rubes. And he's got to make his way over to either Earth or the Sky Palace to light his third orb and be able to enter Temple of Fiends Revisited. If he goes off with a hard reset, he will run into Warmech if he decides to take it. That will be on the bridge, I believe. Although Duskplume did do a couple checks, so it may not run into it.
And Duskplume entering Topher at the 34-minute mark about.
Hey, welcome everybody that is from the Final Fantasy Randomizer channel. Appreciate you coming around. We have quite the fast seed going on. Rubes has done a little bit more of a stationary grinds on some of the Eye and a Zombie D with Trance. Better levels on the Ninja. Duskplume has about the same items. Lower levels though.
I was trying to see, you recall that Duskplume picked up that Katana -3 in the second box in Temple of Fiends. Rubes is swinging what I think is a flame sword. I don't know if Rubes picked up that katana. Do you know?
No, he hasn't gone in Temple of Fiends yet. Uh-oh. Yeah, he hasn't gone Temple of Fiends Revisited to check the chests like Duskplume did. So this will be very interesting here. Duskplume definitely the lower levels, definitely below the nuke thresholds. That ninja not over 400, white mage not over 400. Those are our important ones. We only have we have 2 ribbons. Unless Duskplume didn't do the TNT turn. I can't remember. Did Duskplume do the TNT? I don't think Duskplume did the. Was it Duskplume or Rubes that didn't do the TNT turn in? I don't know. Nope. Rubes didn't do the TNT, so Rubes is actually down a ribbon. Duskplume has 2 because the TNT leads to the bottle, which leads to the ribbon. So Duskplume definitely better off for protection-wise. Rubes with the higher offensive power with that ninja. And Vorpal is in ordeals. So it'll be very interesting. Duskplume taking some fights. I like the couple of fights as you go. As long as you can one-round them, I think it's perfectly fine. The important part is we need to get the white mage and the ninja out of nuke range. That is the important part. So, Lich 2, we're hoping for... Oh, we're already down to 66. I don't think we got heal potions, or do we spend them all? Alright, Lich 2, we're hoping for a very nice Lich here. Nothing, not casting anything deadly. Harm 4 hits, nuke hits. Lit 2, okay. That's a good, nice Lich, being nice about it. Speed, or the vampire down on Rubes. Rubes decided to do Earth Cave instead of Sky. With the high-level ninja, definitely makes it a little bit easier there. Most of these enemies will run with a 30-plus character. Of course, they say that, and the werewolf and the Gurrimp don't run. Alright, carry 2. We're gonna power bonk to start. No, we're gonna ruse first. We're gonna respect carry 2 completely. We're gonna do defensive strats. I think that was Silence Touch? On carry 2, that potentially could be disastrous. If that gets bad turn order and does something nasty. We're going to cast more Tempers. Punch by carry there does a little bit. Definitely puts us in nuclear range, big time, on our white mage. Blink, miss it. Lich 1 is down. Rubes has lit his 3rd orb and is about to enter Temple of Fiends Revisited. Oh, that was Darkness Touch. That potentially could be a little rough there, lowering our evasion. Katana Swing, 290. Duskplume takes out carry 2. Rubes has entered Temple of Fiends Revisited. Higher level ninja. One less ribbon available. We're going to see a lot of the same combat, a lot of the same encounters. They both came in off of the hard reset. Kraken 2 about to get pulled on the left-hand side here. How are we playing it? We're going to play safe? Looks like it. We're going to white shirt. We're going to ruse. And no nukes. Cure 4 comes out. That's a great first turn. What a nice Kraken. Cure 4 to start. Already at max HP. Doesn't hit us. Doesn't try and kill us. Thank you, Kraken. You're so generous. More white shirt. More Tempers. More white shirts. The ninja should be safe. Bane comes out by black mages. Oh, only one went down. Okay. 8 hits for 656. Great start. Kraken almost takes out the white mage that had pretty good evasiveness. Decides to play nice on the white mage and takes out the black mage. Wow. Bad turn order. Good battle RNG allows us to keep up our white mage. Duskplume makes it through Kraken 2. And definitely makes this a lot easier going into Tia 2 as the Twilight Fan Pack comes through, or Fan Club.
If you're Duskplume, you are breathing a sigh of relief getting through Kraken with that white mage.
Oh, most definitely. That was scary. That was some bad turn order, but good battle RNG targeting. Rubes on the right-hand side, pulling Lich 2, doing all offensive strats here. Good call there on Lich. I mean, same thing Duskplume did also. Healing up, using the white mage's heal 3. I like it. More fast, more Tempers. More power bonk here. It looks like the ninja got punched a little bit there for a little bit of damage, but we are in nuke and nuclear range, definitely. Swirl range. Wow. Good turn order. Tiamat hits slow too, but that's okay. We got lots of fast charges. More Tempers coming out. The fast comes out. Rubes on the right-hand side is pulled carry 2. Looks like he's gone nuke and attack strats. Nuclear comes out. High rolls on the black mages. Low rolls on the white mage, which is amazing. More Tempers come out. The ninja can't really hit much. There it is. 6 hits for almost 800. Takes out Tia 2. Duskplume, one fiend away to pushing this to game 3. Meanwhile, Rubes is using a flame sword still to take out carry. Does it finally. We're in slow motion. Oh, there we go. We caught up. On Rubes' side. Alright, here we go. Duskplume rearranging the party, getting herself set up for the fight. Here we go. We're gonna... I think that was a lock cast on the top black mage. Uh-oh, top black mage is our fast caster. That is unfortunate. We gotta hope that that black mage survives. Gonna power bonk. Nope, we're gonna defense. Little nerves, maybe. Knows she's in the driver's seat. Kraken 2 has been pulled on the right-hand side. Rubes right behind her. But with probably a little better or worse loadout if he's still using the Flame Sword. Flame Sword's still being used, but 8 hits for almost 600 damage. It's a good start for Rubes. More Tempers for Duskplume. More Tempers. We gotta start swinging here for Duskplume very shortly. Use that power of the Katana's crit chance Rubes on the right-hand side, full offensive, able to take out Kraken too, very convincingly. Oh, we're very close here. If it takes any longer here. Oh, Nuke comes out, but it's way too late. White Mage survives. Ninja's at 267. We got to be casting more Tempers. We got to be getting our Ninja up. Lit 2 comes out. A little rough, but it'll be fine. Katana swing for 471 with 10 hits. Wow. More Cure 4, keep our White Mage up. I like the call. Katana swings, 10 hits for 334. It's just a matter of time at this point. White Mage is there to keep up our Ninja. Big hit for 550 damage. Now we're just hoping and praying here. Nothing nasty. Let the Katana do its work. Oh, Duskplume can feel it. She's almost there to push game 3. 712 damage. Chaos still up as Rubes is just on Tia 2. But Duskplume says, I'm pushing this to game 3. Bring it on, Rubes.
Get your GG's out in chat for Duskplume. Wow. What a time.
You're not lying. Woo-hoo-hoo. And on the right-hand side, Rubes still taking on Team 2. Doing all right. Looks like we're doing just fine with a Flame Sword here. Nuke comes out for 120. Big swing by the Flame Sword for 438. We're in a controlling pace here against Tia 2. 195 with the Nuke charge. Rubes is through Tia 2. Going to be pulling Chaos here. And just so everybody knows, for an official time for Duskplume there, it was 43 minutes and 10 seconds. Rubes about to pull Chaos here. And coming through the broadcast door, smiling, Duskplume. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. That was race of my life right there.
Well, GG's nonetheless. You played that very excellent there. We saw a little hesitation, maybe nerves as you got closer to Chaos there, because you probably felt that, obviously you're constantly looking at that clock going, is he done yet? Is he done yet? Is he done yet?
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely 100% it. Like, Rubes is fantastic. There's a reason that he's the top 5 seed in this tournament. And like, I saw how fast everything was going. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna finish in the 40-minute range somehow. I've just gotta go. I've gotta go as fast as I can. And I think it was around like the 30-minute mark when I was in Volcano and I did like a lap around one of the staircases. It's like, okay, I'm feeling it now. I'm starting to feel it.
Big swing by the Flame Sword. 12 hits for 800 damage. Nuke roll comes out. High rolls everybody on Rubes' party. We are in a bad situation here, but good turnover for the Cure 4. Big swing by the Flame Sword that we didn't even see. The game couldn't even register it. But 1,000 damage by the Flame Sword. Wow, this Flame Sword is working really good here. 12 hits, 1,100. Rubes finishes in second place, 45 minutes and 26 seconds. GG's to Rubes there, making the Flame Sword work very well. Wow. So, a little over 2 minutes and 18 seconds separating both of our runners there, with a slight difference in how they tackled the end game. GG to both runners there. Duskplume, once again, congratulations in pushing this to game 3 there.
Thank you.
So I see Rubes is in the cooldown room, making his way in. How's it going, Rubes? GG to you.
GG, thanks. GG,
Yeah, GG, Rubes.
I have never seen a Flame Sword do so much damage.
Well, guess you need to watch me swing it more often.
I guess so. I was like, why is he still using the Flame Sword? I'm like, I guess that's why. All right, fair enough, Rubes.
Yeah, the katana rolled down, and I'm just gonna go. I'm not switching. Whatever.
Hey, I mean, it worked out very well there. All right. So obviously, we have gotten to this. This was a game 2. You're feeling pumped up, Rubes and Duskplume. Obviously, Rubes is in the lead. Probably feeling a little bit better since it's 1-0. Duskplume a little bit behind. You get level 1 Nuke, and you get Fluter. Huh. Thoughts? Because I always find it interesting how our runners. I always find it interesting to see how, like, what their game plan was and how it's been tossed out the window and how they kind of make it up. Was there? I don't know. Like, how panicked do both of you get once you get that early floater with a nuke so early? If that makes sense.
I don't know. I don't feel panicked really. I just feel like, okay, it's going to be this kind of scene. It's making up for last night's, because last night's was a travesty. So having nuke, having early floater, just having everything available to you with minimal checking of anything, it's just like, okay, it's going to be one of these. Just got to go fast. Get it done as quickly as possible, because the person on the other side of this is really, really, really good. So I have to put up the best time that I put up in this tournament so far, and what it took. Got a 43 and I was only 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean you crushed it. And maybe I played it a little too safe with that grind, but I wanted to. My rule is I got a one-shot to over. I'm not getting bounced, so I did what I thought was the right thing to do. But clearly, you made the better play.
I mean, you were just a little bit of turn order away from winning that if Kraken had decided to punch my mage one more time, or if Nuke rolled a little better. Just luck of the RNG.
Oh yeah, Chaos's Nuke crushed me. That was pretty awesome.
Both of you ran pretty much together, which is kind of funny because you both found the dragon sword at the exact same time, which I thought was pretty funny. You guys picked it up at the exact same time. So in the marsh play, like you guys both did the marsh, or you both did marsh play. You both kind of held your hands through much of the seed there. The only difference is a little more stationary grind by Rubes. The Duskplume was able to take the War Mech on the Bridge of Destiny, gained some much needed levels, and it worked out perfectly, Duskplume, because both your black mages went down and your thief white mage got all the levels. That was probably the best outcome you could have asked for.
Yeah, I'm not saying I drew it up that way, because you can't, but to get those to the levels they needed, make sure the white mage stayed alive as they did throughout Topher, and make sure that the ninja got over 400 once I took a couple of battles in Topher. I mean, yeah, can't really ask for anything better than that. It's just luck smiled on me today.
I mean,
you did great.
Yeah, I was gonna say you both played. I think you both played with the items that you had very brilliantly. You played it very well. So you can't hang your head on it either on how you guys played, obviously. But so we get to go to game 3. I'm excited, and it's going to be tomorrow. I know I saw that in chat. I appreciate Saracen GG for pointing that out. So 9:30 tomorrow. I guess for anybody out there everybody out there is going to want to know: are you guys going to be doing anything special? Are you going to wait a little bit and maybe wait until you get into the lobby before you guys decide on what you're going to play?
Solo white mage.
Oh,
I'll think about it.
We got a whole day to think about it. Perfect. A whole day to practice and find out whether or not you want to do it.
I mean, it's only marginally worse, maybe even better than what we had last night. So who knows?
As long as you find a light axe, you're good to go.
That's
You'll
right.
get there eventually. But yeah. So I'm trying to think of whatever else that was going on there. I saw you were trying to take the eye grind. I was wondering if you're actually going to try and get rid of your casters or something like that and do it. And I'm like, no, that's pretty dangerous in Sea Shrine.
It crossed my mind, but I agree. I thought it was just going to be too dangerous to do that. I would have. And then of course I find. I think that was it. Did I find the roost stick already?
Yep.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you found it there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have. Maybe I should have, but I didn't want to go all the way down. Because I entered C at like level 13 or 14, and got out at about 20, 21. So I didn't want to lose all those levels on a Kraken wipe.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it was definitely it's one of those hard spots to grind unless you find something that turns your guys into ornaments, so you can use a soft on them.
Yeah, like those metal slimes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Life Reboot was tracking and stuff like that. So if Life Reboot wants to hop in and ask some questions, I mean, please do, Life Reboot.
Hey, GG's to both the runners. Very exciting match. You sort of had a potential with the party that you allowed nuns, no recruits. You had the potential for this to be bad, and it ended up being a very balanced party and a very generous seed with all the items that you found. I didn't see game one, but you're describing it like it was polar opposites. How do you feel just in general going into game three?
I have no idea how to feel at this point. Like it's two diametrically opposed seeds that you run back to back, and the first one I felt like there's so many things I could have done better. This one I feel like there wasn't really anything I could have done better. So going into game three, it's up in the air. See what the flags give us, whatever we decide on. 'Cause, I mean, it can't possibly be worse than white mage, nun, black mage, right?
Yeah, that's what happened last night. LRB, we had two mages. Neither of them could actually do melee damage, except, well, Duskplume. Duskplume was able to make it work, but melee damage didn't exist for me, at least.
Oh,
But,
no.
Yeah, and then this seed would basically, like you all said, everything was just kind of thrown right at us so quickly. It is a little disconcerting going from one struggle, one almost Rankolo type seed to a Jetty seed. So, but we'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow will be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, maybe. But it was a very exciting match to watch, and to watch Duskplume enter Topher, I think at like the 34-minute mark, something like that. Very thrilling. Congratulations.
Thank you again.
Yeah. Congratulations once again, and congratulations to the spectators and viewers out there, because we get game 3. Yes, and I get to watch a runner that can actually beat Rubes for once, because I can't. This is great. But no, seriously, I guess we'll try and give Speed Gaming their channel back there. So with that, Rube, some final thoughts, please.
Sure. I mean, Dang, thanks for comms, LRB, thanks for helping out the tracking. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting. Duskplume, GG, you ran an amazing race. I look forward to watching it back later. Let's give them another good show tomorrow. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Just hope it's going to be a close one. Whoever ends up winning, that's the most important thing. Is that I always want to make sure it's a good match for the people who are watching. It's not just a one-sided sort of thing. It's close. It's exciting. That's what I want. That's what I like when I watch them. So that's what I want everybody to see. Thanks, Dang. Thanks, LRB. Really appreciate it. Speed Gaming, as always appreciate you having our backs and being able to run these races. Get to it tomorrow.
All right, well, with that, once again, congratulations to Duskplume there to pushing us to game 3. And, well, the winner of that game 3 gets to take on the winner of the Zenobian versus Demon Frog matchup. So, going to be ever thrilling matchup there, whoever wins, because we got more fun there in the round of 16, obviously. With that, I am Dang Wu. I am going to say thank you to everybody out there, especially the spectators and the Final Fantasy Randomizer channel that rated us and all their viewers. Appreciate you all. And Life Reboot, thank you very much for joining in the tracking and coming in the comms to help me out. I appreciate you for that one also. So with that, we're going to give Speed Gaming their channels back. Thank you, Speed Gaming, also. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy Randomizer action. We got 3 races, I believe, up in the... Life Reboot, you're racing tomorrow! Oh my goodness, look at all this action going on tomorrow. So that's all starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Life Reboot versus Devious RNG. 9 p.m. Not Young Me versus Rojo. And the Game 3 match, the rubber match, Duskplume versus Rubes at 9:30. So when you get off work, make sure to stay tuned. We got more FFR action. With that, Life Reboot, hit the button and get us out of here.